Yo! Video games.
What up, dudes? Matt here from YoVideogames. What once used to be an iron safe is now a leaky ship in the house of Nintendo. Their decision to withhold everything about their new system till 2 months from launch has definitely come to bite them in the ass. Now, instead of just regurgitating the rumors you are all probably well aware of by now, I'm going to instead offer my insight, thoughts, and predictions on the what and why behind it. So let's get to it and start this armchair analyst breakdown. First of all is the big news that The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is not making the Switch launch, nor launch window. Rumors go that the title will only be content finished sometime next month, and at least 4 to 6 months of QA and testing will be needed for such a large-scale game. This, of course, would mean sometime around April to June at the earliest, if true. I think it shows an increasing incompetence on Anuma's ability to manage production on the series, and Fujibayashi's inadequate ability to direct large-scale console titles. Skyward Sword suffered a very similar tumultuous development, and Breath of the Wild is looking even worse. Some food for thought here. Both Xenoblade titles were started, finished, and released globally in the time it's taken this producer-director dynamic duo of dipshits to make and release just one Zelda game that isn't open world and lag considerably on one HD open world title. The time Breath of the Wild has spent delayed is longer than most AAA titles get in their entirety. In brighter news, it appears that the rumors that the next 3D Mario title is ready for launch and is possibly already finished. The title is said to more closely resemble the Super Mario 64 and Galaxy series of games rather than the 3D Land/World titles in terms of design and levels. EAD Tokyo is the most likely developer, as they pretty much have been responsible for all 3D Mario platformers since splintering off Kyoto during the GameCube era. Also another fine example of why Yoshiaki Koizumi needs to replace Aonuma, and badly. Now here's where shit starts to get weird. According to rumors from known Switch leaker Laura Dale, Ubisoft has an RPG ready for Switch launch. An RPG crossover featuring the Raving Rabbids and Mario. While not the most insane thing ever, it definitely comes out of left field. Particularly in part because the Rabbids games have never been the highest quality titles, and furthermore, it's been years since they even had a game. The last noteworthy news I can remember is Jim Sterling fans trolling the hell out of their Wii U launch title Miiverse page with Willem Dafoe art and pissing off Ubisoft. Again, this is an Ubisoft-developed title with obvious oversight by Nintendo on the project. The title is expected to be playable at the big Switch event in January and will heavily feature Yoshi. Unseen64 also reported that the title is actually more of a strategy RPG that resembles XCOM than menu-based like traditional Mario RPG systems. I guess this can be seen as more goodwill from Ubisoft to Nintendo, as they typically tend to support Nintendo launches in a big way since the Wii. However, I expect the marriage to break up just as quickly should the Switch fail to impress like the Wii U. The other big news from Eurogamer is that an HD version of the newest Pokemon game is indeed coming to the Switch next fall. Originally, it was meant to be a summer release, but Game Freak had to put all resources to finishing Sun and Moon in time for the holidays. The game is called Pokemon Stars version and will obviously be a big deal next holiday season when the Nintendo Portable and home consoles are completely merged. Other tidbits about the Switch launch from the rumors contend that there will be 2 models, a $249 based model and a $300 model, with slightly more internal memory and a pack-in with the Splatoon upgraded remaster. Splatoon was the biggest Wii U title in Japan and pretty darn successful out here too, so of course Nintendo is following the trend of their home country. Mario Kart 8 is not expected at launch, but within 3 months. It will of course have new characters, tracks, and the return of the proper battle mode. Xenoblade X is also getting a Switch port, but it will not be done by Monolith Soft. My money is on Monster Games, who did Xenoblade on the new 3DS. Personally, I would imagine Splatoon, Mario Kart, and Smash Bros. Are all ready to go for launch, but they are being intentionally spread out. This is a statement Nintendo themselves echoed about before, avoiding the large game droughts that the Wii U was plagued with. Splatoon is Japan's success story, so it gets front row billing at launch, and even a pack-in. Mario Kart will show up sometime in April or May, and Smash will be mid to late summer or early fall. This is all based on my estimates. Zelda could be released sometime in May, but I wouldn't put it past Nintendo to delay it till fall for a big holiday push. I'm still real unsure about third-party support, and I don't expect to see much beyond ports for most of 2017. I also don't expect most of those ports to do well, and unless the Switch sells gangbusters all year long and not just at launch, it's going to have a big uphill battle with third-party games. Nintendo has rumored to have money-hatted Beyond Good and Evil remake and continuation game for 2018, but unless Nintendo has personally been securing those exclusives, I wouldn't expect much from third parties on their own. There is, of course, 3 big things to look forward to. Monolith Soft has retweeted the Switch launch event in January, something they traditionally only do when they have a product to show, and Xenoblade X was revealed in a January Direct as well. Platinum Games is listed as a developer for the Switch, and considering their relationship with Bayonetta 2 and our Lord and Queen winning the Smash ballot, I expect more than just a Bayonetta 2 port from them at some point. And of course, there is also Retro's next game. No real idea on what it could be, but if it's fucking Donkey Kong Country again, you can consider me fucking hyped. There is also From Software possibly doing something on the Switch. I'm sure many would love a Hyrule Souls game, and it would at least be a much better use of the franchise than Hyrule Warriors. Still, I won't get too excited until it actually becomes something. So with all this being said, how does the Switch launch look? Pretty good, I guess. No Smash or Mario Kart kinda stings, and I'm not a fan of Splatoon, so that at least makes it cheaper for me. I'm super excited to play a new 3D Mario platformer from Tokyo, but other than that, I'll patiently be waiting for mostly post-launch games. Hopefully that won't be the case, but either way, I'm feeling just a bit lukewarm on the Switch launch with most of the rumors right now. And remember how right most of the rumors I discussed about the Switch itself were before you go shitposting in the comments about discussing rumors and speculation in general. I wish it wasn't this way, and Nintendo wasn't being so blatantly stupid about withholding Switch information, but so is the world we live in. Let me know what you guys want for the Switch launch, and I'll see you on the channel. Later, dudes!